Several big moves are expected to be completed in England and on the continent, as managers look to improve the squad to plug gaps that have opened up during the opening fortnight of the 201,718 season. Our friends at Football Whispers use a unique algorithm to rate every transfer rumour out of 5 and below at 10 big deals to keep an eye on in the coming days. Official Barca confirms second biggest transfer ever, round 3 Kylian Mbappe Monaco to PSG 4.2 Kylian Mbappe. Source app: it's easy to forget Mbappe is just 18 years old. In his short career he has helped Monaco win League One and was instrumental in the run to the Champions League semi-finals last season. He is the most wanted teenager in world football, and if he was to leave Monaco, it was expected he'd join Real Madrid. However, PSG have blown the Spanish club out of the water. According to reports, the Parisians will pay £138 million to land Mbappe and are ready to offer him £320,000 a week. It's a deal that is likely to go through and one that will make Mbappe the second most expensive footballer of all time. Diego Costa Chelsea to Atletico Madrid 4.1 Diego Costa. Source: Getty Images. The moment Antonio Conte texted Costa to inform the striker he was no longer in his plans, the Spain international's Chelsea career was over. He only returned to England this week, having spent more than a month in Brazil, where he was born, and is determined to force through a move to Atletico before the window closes. The problem is the two clubs can't agree a fee. Chelsea want £50 million, and while Atleti are moving closer to match that figure, they remain locked in negotiations with the Blues. Antonio Candreva Inter to Chelsea 3.6 Inter Milan's Italian midfielder Antonio Candreva. Source: AFP. Conte is a known fan of Candreva, having worked with the versatile wideman while in charge of Italy. But the Blues would have to break the no over 30 rule in order to land the Interman. The Premier League champions have a policy of offering players 30 and above one-year contracts. To bring Candreva to Stamford Bridge, they would have to break that. Inter would demand £25 million for the 30-year-old, which would put Chelsea off given the inflated fees being paid this summer. The Serie A club would use the money to fund a deal for Sampdoria's Patrick Schick. Serge Aurier PSG to Tottenham 3.5 Paris Saint-Germain's Ivorian defender Serge Aurier. Source: Faving sold Kyle Walker to Manchester City for £50 million. Tottenham have the financial clout to go out and find a replacement. The man they've settled on is Ivory Coast international Aurier, who can leave PSG after the arrival of Dani Alves. Aurier is now third choice at the Parc des Princes and can leave for around £23 million. It is a figure Tottenham are willing to pay, and should the 24-year-old be given a work permit, the deal should go through before August ticks into September. Mateo Kovacic Real Madrid to Liverpool 3.4 Barcelona's Lionel Messi challenges Real Madrid's Mateo Kovacic. Source app: with Barcelona not taking no for an answer in the pursuit of Philippe Coutinho, the Catalans are reportedly ready to offer £138 million. The Reds have sounded out Real Madrid over a move for Kovacic. The Croatian was the subject of interest from Juventus earlier this summer, but Los Blancos rejected, according to reports in Italy, a mammoth offer worth €75 million for the 23-year-old, who is not a first-team regular. Real Madrid boss Zinedine Zidane likes Kovacic and believes he has a long-term future at the Santiago Bernabeu. So it would take an incredible offer from Liverpool to land the midfielder. They would have the money, but only if Barcelona transfer target Coutinho was sold. Daniel Drinkwater Leicester to Chelsea 3.2 Leicester City's English midfielder Danny Drinkwater. Source: Faving sold Nemanja Matic to Manchester United. Chelsea are short in midfield. The only options available to Conte are N'Golo Kante, Tiémoué Bakayoko and Cesc Fabregas. So it's little surprise the Italian wants to midfield reinforcements. According to reports, Chelsea are ready to pay £32 million to land Leicester's Drinkwater. The Foxes' midfielder was key cog in the side which won the 201,516 Premier League title but failed to hit the same heights last season. However, he is homegrown and produced his best form alongside N'Golo Kante at the King Power. Chelsea would hope for a repeat if they signed the former Manchester United youngster. Alexis Sanchez Arsenal to Manchester City 3.2 Arsenal's Alexis Sanchez El Source app. With less than a year remaining on his contract, the current transfer window is the last chance Arsenal have of securing big money for Sanchez. But the Gunners, or at least Arsene Wenger, seem intent on keeping the Chilean at the club and then taking the financial hit next summer. PSG and Manchester City have held an interest in Sanchez throughout the summer and, according to reports, Arsenal's Premier League rivals are preparing to make one final offer for the former Barcelona star before the transfer window closes. Arsenal value Sanchez in excess of £50 million, which City may feel is too much for a player they could sign for nothing in less than a year's time. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain Arsenal to Chelsea 3.1 Arsenal's English midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain El Source AFP. The Arsenal wingback has reportedly told Wenger he won't sign a new contract and is hoping to push through a move away from the Emirates before the transfer window closes next week. Liverpool and Chelsea are interested, and the latter is prepared to make a £40 million move for the versatile England international. Given Oxlade-Chamberlain isn't a guaranteed starter at the Emirates, and could leave for free next July, Arsenal may be willing to cash in if the right offer is made. It's down to the Blues or Jurgen Klopp's threats to match the North London's club asking price. Andre Gomes Barcelona to Manchester United 3.0 Real Madrid's French defender Raphael Varane vies with Barcelona's Portuguese midfielder Andre Gomes. Source of reports in Italy have surfaced which state United are ready to battle Juventus and Monaco to sign Gomes on a 2-year loan deal from Barcelona. The Portuguese arrived at the Camp Nou last summer from Valencia but has struggled for form throughout his first 12 months in Catalonia. With the World Cup next summer, Gomes wants the opportunity to recapture his best form. Jorge Mendes, who also represents Jose Mourinho, is supposedly attempting to find Gomes a new club in the next week. United, who have already signed Nemanja Matic this summer, were interested in the midfielder a year ago before he moved to Barcelona. It's a deal that only works for United if the terms are right, however. They are well stocked for midfielders and don't need to bring in Gomes for the sake of it. A move to Monaco is more likely.